Get the checkbook out this summer. Hey, Florian. How art thou, Florian? I believe you're looking for a new football club, yo, my mate. Manchester, Etihad, Estad. We playing Champions League football next season. How about you take a 2-2 Ryanair jet from Leverkusen to Manchester hotel stay, little 2-2 medical. 300k a week, couple bonuses thrown in there. Ballon d'Or in a couple years, happy days, you wanna go Bayern Munich. Little 2-2 toy worth 3E2 by a uni driller. Happy days, we get a new and upcoming star. How about Florian? Florian. How art thou, Florian? Alright, my mate, Florian, what's the latest word? City flash with the cash, got the deal secured. The Bristol
Harder! Get cake, snakes get slithery. Lean in, show y'all the meaning of chivalry. Rap ruler, you can ask Buddha.
Oh my
right
God.
jab like Zab Zuga.
Oh, he's in.
Every member on my team is a shooter. Like
Am I dreaming? Yo! What's the point, man? Even I can't even take even the guitar cannot help me. Fucking hell. Even the guitar, wallahi, I can't even. Wallahi, I can't even the guitar. Wallahi, I can't believe it. I swear to God. Wallahi. This is such embarrassing. Wallahi, this is embarrassing.
The way they move the ball, the way they switch.
You're not doing it right. You gotta get the proper movements in there. You gotta tell them where he's going. He's coming to Anfield. That's what you gotta do.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. On my day off, on my day off. Today, guys, the reason why I didn't do a stream earlier is because I was out. I was out all day. I'm like, you wanna know something? Listen, today, I'm going to take today off. I've been streaming like a madman since the start of the transfer window. The whole family is out. Swimming pool, barbecue, great vibes, great energy. I was in the swimming pool swimming and jumping all day. That's why my voice has changed. Do you get me? With all my family over there, all my cousins and everything. It was an amazing time. I didn't even look at my phone, nothing. I go lay down a little bit. You know how after swimming for a while, like you swim for 2-3 hours, you feel a little bit tired. I open my phone, I read, and I'm like, what the hell? First of all, why do I have 78 notifications? Because unless there's like something happening in the planet, I shouldn't have 78 notifications. I look and I'm like, Fabrizio's tweeting about Isak, and I'm like, the one day I take off, like I took one day off and immediately this happened. It's actually mad. And we're going to talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. And instead of me doing this by myself, you get me? I've invited my brother, of course. And he always makes time for this channel. He knows we only fuck with him over here. And to be fair, all his subscribers are subscribers to this channel anyway. So, how are you doing, Thomas?
I'm good, mate. I'm very, 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 very good, mate. I'm vindicated in everything that I've been saying for the past however many months. That's what I am, vindicated. Vindicated from our stream on Tuesday where I said we're still in for Isak and it'll still happen. Vindicated from what I said 3 months ago when I said this football club are ambitious. And they'll match my level of ambition in a transfer window. So, vindicated is the word I'm going to use.
Are we 100% sure, though? Because they could play 4-4-2 with Ekitike at Newcastle as well.
Yeah. No, that's a real... I mean, to be fair, I do think match week 2, there will be a 4-4-2 being played at St. James's Park. With
By the way, quick bomber. Just so you know.
The Sesko one.
And there's literally just now, Newcastle are ready to present their project to Sesko as they want to go big. Proposal to the player also being prepared as Newcastle sees Sesko as ideal striker in case Isak leave as he wants to. As revealed earlier, Newcastle are very interested in Sesko.
Isn't that how funny it is that they're losing the best striker in the Premier League and replacing him with that fucking donkey? These lot last week were trying to come to us, mighty Liverpool, and go, we've pulled off the what was it they were using? The power move of the century. The power move of the century. We make them overpay for their number 2 target, and we keep Isak. In reality, we paid less than what they offered, and we're taking their guy anyway, and they're being left with Benjamin fucking Sesko. You know, it'd be really funny. You know, it'd be really funny if he wants to be real shit. Sell Chiesa and buy Vissa.
For a laugh.
Have Vissa be the back of attacker.
I'm all for it. Listen, guys, I want to make something clear. This is going to be an all-timer stream. I promise you all, this is going to be one of the best streams ever in the history of YouTube. We have 1,000 people in here already. Today's stream, I shouldn't even have to tell you to like the video. Every single one of you should close the live chat right now and like the video. We're going to be greedy. If Fenway Sports Group are willing to pay 500 million euros in one transfer window, you should all be willing to hit the like button. I'm not going to target 500. Today is the day where we push 1,000 likes. Today, I don't want to keep interrupting the stream to tell you to like and subscribe. There is nothing more amazing than today's show, I promise you. This is the day right here. This is the day. Isak to Liverpool, ladies and gentlemen. Every single one of you guys right now, close the live chat, hit the like button. And also, Tom channel is in the title. Go give him a subscribe right now. Don't wait.
There will be a piece of content at some point this weekend. I'm actually going to try and explain to people how Isak, Ekitike, and Wirtz will all work together, because I see that's being
there you go. See?
Heads.
So now you've gotten your promise from Tom that there will be content on his channel too, which is a very rare promise. So 1,000 likes. That's what we're targeting, because Tom has even joined us on this special occasion. So Isak to Liverpool, Tom. I'm going to let you talk as the guest. I see all the super chatters, by the way. I ain't going to ignore any of you. I promise you. They're all starred, so I'm not going to ignore all of you. It's in the title. It's in the title, Andrew. Tom Little with a 1 on YouTube, Insta, Twitter, the works. Just go subscribe over to Tom's channel. I want to start, first of all, and I don't like to usually I let my guests speak first, but I want to ask, where are all the Newcastle fans? Where's Mr. Giniesta Wijnaldum? The guy that told us there are many Newcastle fans in Sweden. Where is Sophie? Where is all the Newcastle fans in the chat? Where are you all, huh? Where are you all? You've spent the entirety of the summer insulting.
What was it they were saying, Husam? Isak in the 10. Isak in the 10.
Isak left wing. Isak false 9. Ekitike 4-4-2. Blah blah. Where are they all? Where are all the Newcastle fans who follow us every single stream? You get me? Sit up here and say all of these things. There's this guy called Lee. There's this guy who has a cat in his profile picture next to him who called me annoying as shit.
Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember.
These guys?
Yeah, I remember all these guys. You don't forget. I remember the one who even insulted, religious figures because of this Isak situation. I never forget how the reaction of all of this was. Where are all of you guys? Nowhere to be found. Amazing. As predicted, all gone into hiding. None of them are actually, because I respect someone who, when they take the L, they come here and they say, well, you want to know something? I take the L. I'm wrong. No problem. Me and Tom have taken many L's. You get me? So, yeah, where is he? Where are all of they? Nowhere to be found. You get me? So, yeah, like and subscribe. The thing with this situation is, guys, let's make something very, very, very clear. Isak is headed to Liverpool. I spoke to the same source, and for everyone who watches me know this. They know I don't make up like anything, but like just like this out of the sky. The same source that made me tell you guys about Gakpo and McAllister 3 months before it happened has confirmed to me that the Isak bid is going to happen, and it's 100% serious and it's 100% real. And Isak is going to be a Liverpool player, ladies and gentlemen. He wants to leave, and he wants to join Liverpool Football Club, and we have turned his head. Now, I took a very realistic approach to this transfer. I see people talking about the tank top. That's for the Tuesday show. I'm a man of my word. If we announce Isak, I will 100% on the Tuesday show wear the tank top. No problem.
Carl has made a request, by the way.
What?
He's asked that the tank top be pink.
But I don't have a pink tank top.
Cal, the winner of the best, the winner of the most one-sided bet I've ever seen somehow, has
Bro.
made that one request.
Bro, first of all, Cal don't get to make requests. He's ruined 100 transfers for us. You get me? So I'm gonna wear the tank top on man of my word. Don't worry, but that's for the Tuesday show. As for today, I essentially got confirmation that this news is 100% real. That he's gonna join Liverpool. Basically, he said this is legitimately what he messaged me, and I actually sent it to my mods group chat. Verbatim, he told me Isak bid going in soon. So it's like this is real.
It's funny how we both hear the same things, Husam. It's funny how we both hear the same things, then we tell people on these shows what we hear to, you know, let people know. And then all of a sudden, we've got people like Ryan going, not going to happen. You're chatting shit. I've heard this, I've heard that. And at the end of the day, who turns out to be right? Who was right about Florian Wirtz? Us two.
Us.
Who was right about Alexander Isak and the entire situation? Sam, what was the one thing we said? I remember verbatim what I've said on this show, what I said on my own channel. Liverpool will bid in early July for Alexander Isak. It will only happen if he angles for the move. If he angles for the move, Liverpool will get him. We bid in early July. He started angling for the move. We're going to get him.
Very basic. Yeah, exactly. Very basic logic. The thing is, like, I think we have completely turned his head. And I'll tell you why we turned his head. I'll be honest with you guys. Look, I think he was willing to give Newcastle another go. I think he was willing to give Newcastle a try. I think he loves Newcastle. But as soon as the season the transfer window started, and he's like, okay, this is amateur hour right here. These guys are not serious at all. And to be honest with you, even Newcastle fans would actually agree with the statement I just made. Like, what Newcastle are doing is completely unserious, completely like amateur hour. They're not doing anything serious at all in terms of their transfers and the stuff that they're doing in the window. So he has decided that he wants to leave, and he is going to be a Liverpool player. Arsenal fans, I know you spoke about Isak like he's your player for the last 2 years.
I mean, to be fair, Sam, are we going to be able to buy him from Arsenal? He is their loan. He was on loan at Newcastle for the past how many years, wasn't he? He was, you know, doing that to his parent club when he knocked him out the Carabao Cup and all that. So what you know, I
what we've done this transfer window, I'm gonna make a statement right now, and then I'll hand over the mic to Tom, and of course we're gonna have a discussion. I just want to say this. I'm gonna make a statement right now. See, already the copium started. There you are. Glock 9 better anyway. Shut your ass up, bro. Shut your ass up. No one buys that, please. Let me just
is that the new name they're giving Gyökeres? Glock 9.
Glock 9. Yep. That's the levels now, Tom. That's how shit the conversations about football have become. They're calling him Glock 9.
Glock 9.
Yep.
That's fucking wank.
Yeah, it's a shit name, and it's a shit name. So I wanna make one statement, and then I'll give the mic to Tom. I think that this is the greatest transfer window in football history. And I'm not even talking about like just Premier League. I'm saying if Liverpool sign Isak and Guehi, forget Rodrigo. If Liverpool sign Isak and Guehi, officially we have had the best transfer window ever. I'll tell you why. Because Madrid have had big transfer windows all the time. The fact that we have pulled it off, who has done it matters. If a Dagestani wrestler wins the wrestling Olympic gold versus a guy from Jordan wins the Olympic gold in wrestling, it's a lot more impressive if the Jordanian guy wins it. Because it's us, it's actually genuinely like I think this is the greatest like window ever. Genuinely. I know there are windows where like Juve signed Zidane and Nedved, and there are windows where like Madrid signed Kaká and Cristiano Ronaldo and blah blah blah. But I'm looking at this right here, the fact that we pulled it off. When you got two FSG outers on the stream for different reasons, but we still don't really like the ownership like this. There's many people in the chat even before the transfer window opened who were already getting ready to be let down by this ownership. The fact that we're doing this right here, the fact that it's us, I genuinely believe it. I genuinely believe it right here, right now, and I went and I said it. I think this is the greatest transfer window ever. Ever. Deep this. You sign the best left back in the league to replace your left back, who was the best left back in the league, but now is washed. You sign Florian Wirtz, who is a German player who rejected Bayern Munich and Manchester City and Real Madrid. And then you sign the best or second best striker in the entirety of the Premier League, alongside someone who actually has the potential to be the best striker in the world one day. Only thing we can honestly say is a downgrade is Frimpong. And then you want to know something? I'll take that, no problem. Because it's very difficult to get an upgrade on Trent. Who's going to be an upgrade on Trent? It's impossible. But Frimpong is the only place we downgraded. The rest of the teams, we upgraded like crazy, bro. And on top of all this, okay, I don't even want to go there. But even there's news about Konate staying, and I'm trying to confirm that news. So it's just such an elite transfer window. Honestly,
I don't know how much I want to back it, Husam. You know how much in my heart of hearts I want to back that shows, but that the only window that I give the nod to, and it's purely because I've got evidence of what it done, which is again what I think we've got to wait for with this. On paper, it's really good, but that Madrid 09 window where they got Ronaldo, Kaká. I know Kaká wasn't great, but it was still fucking Kaká. Alonso, Benzema, all in one go.
Arbeloa.
Arbeloa, I think they got Albiol and two others on top of that as well. That for me, in my lifetime, sits as the best individual window I've seen from a team. I think if in 3 years I'm looking at Alexander Isak, Hugo Ekitike, Florian Wirtz, Mohamed, you know, who knows what could. This is the thing as well. People haven't really discussed. What could this mean for the likes of Mohamed Salah? Because we're getting these top players in through the door. Is there a chance then you can prolong Mohamed Salah's time at the top and Virgil van Dijk's time at the top, rather than having to rely on them year after year and wearing them out? Could there be a case where you're now looking at Salah at 37 because he's got he's got other players to take the load off him? He can still give you a good output on a good level. So, you know, it really sort of, it opens up a whole can of worms. I mean, the funny thing I've seen today is the notion, oh no, we can't buy Isak, we've got Ekitike. Brother, Ekitike can go sit on bench for all I care for a bit. This is Alexander Isak. Ekitike can learn left wing. People seem to act like we didn't have two top strikers for the last however many seasons between, you know, Jota, rest in peace. Nunes wasn't a top striker, but he still had expectations of being a top striker. Bobby was here. Bobby was in that position. Mane played in that position. Diaz played in that position. And there's never been a situation where one of them's come out and said, oh my God, I'm not happy with how much I'm playing. Blah, 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 blah. If we're playing near on 60 games a season, do you think Hugo Ekitike is going to be starting about 30 of them? Maybe 35. He's covering two positions. Is going to sit there and go, I want out. I want to leave this club that's put me in the best position to win top honours because I'm not starting ahead of Alexander Isak. Come off it. Plus, we're playing 4-4-2 game week 2, so you'll play up front anyway. That is all I want, by the way, Husam, out of this. In the immediate short term, I want us, St. James's Park, match week 2, walk into that fucking stadium up against Johan Visser and Benjamin Sesko and slap our own 4-4-2 dick on the table with Isak, Ekitike, Wirtz, Salah, Maka, Gravenberch, Bradley, Kerkez, Konate, Van Dijk, Alisson. Oh, mate, it'll be worth it for that alone. I just vindicate, like I said at the start, vindication. I knew, I've been saying it for weeks now. This is the one that they're not going to let go of. They are treating Alexander Isak like Virgil van Dijk and like Alisson Becker. And when it was those situations, the football club went above and beyond to get them. And if that wasn't enough, they didn't pivot. They didn't go for a different one. They waited. And I think you know this as well, we were willing to wait another year. We would have quite happily ran it back with Ekitike and gambled on not really buying another striker. run it with Ekitike, pick up maybe one or two little pieces. Maybe Chiesa would have stayed in that situation. The moment Isak done what we need him to do and go for that move, all of a sudden, Siden's goes off in the head. And now I do think, to put a little down there on the thing, I do think this ends any Rodrigo chase. Just I want it to still be Rodrigo.
Go there now?
No, because I'm
Does
being
logic
logical
apply
now.
to this transfer window anymore?
No, but my logic is this. I think that they can't justify getting Rodrigo.
guys, deep this. Husam X Tom is live on 25th or 24th of July, wherever you are in the world. The time is 1:27 a.m. Jordanian time. And we're saying that the negative of this transfer window right now, if you want to say it's a negative, is that we might not get Rodrigo, but we're going to get Isak, Ekitike, Wirtz, Kirkus, Frimpong, and Gay. Oh my God, that's such a negative. Like, you get me, I'm crying right now. I want to make something clear. If we get Alexander, first of all, big up to Kojo. Kojo, I don't know if you're still watching, but big up to you. This is one of the guys that was on Britain's Got Talent. I actually got a golden buzzer. I know.
Shit.
Yeah, I actually don't even I don't even get Britain's Got Talent, but his video went so viral that even I watched it, so I know about him. So big up to you. This guy's one of the funniest people. So make sure you guys go over and subscribe to his channel as well. He's actually hilarious, genuinely. And I remember everything that he said about the taxi and the meter, because I've lived both lives and I know exactly what he's talking about. And I promise you, when I was a broke student, my eyes were on the meter, not outside. I promise you right now. But anyway, back to the topic. Big up to you, Kojo, man. So guys, 1,000 likes, by the way. 1,000 likes. Let's go. So let me just say this stuff. First of all, can we just take a step back right now? What the hell? Like, what is like, what the fuck is happening right now, bro? It's just
I've actually just realized how stupid what I said. The negative is we might not get it, because you know what my ultimate point is going to be.
The downside is we might not get Rodrigo. Who gives a fuck? We're getting Isak. Are you mad?
My whole point was going to be, we might not get Rodrigo. We might just have to spend the Rodrigo money on Gahey and Malik Fofana. Like, that's a fucking bad thing.
I don't care. Like, okay, bring me Malik Fofana. Who cares, bro? Brother, bring me Ismail Assar. Like, I don't care. Like, at this moment in time, like, bro, what is happening? Like, what is actually happening? Like, where has this been all along? Like, do you think this is Michael Edwards' like way of like proving a point post Klopp? Like, what exactly what is actually going on? Genuinely,
I don't think it's going to sound stupid. I don't think much has changed. I just think that what we done last season. No. Hear me out here. I just think
please don't gaslight. Please don't gaslight.
No. I'm not trying to gaslight. I think what we done last year, combined with a lot of good fortune with players being available when they were, has prompted Liverpool. I think in theory Liverpool could have spent this money in 2 other windows, right after we won the league, and right after the quad season. So you know where we won the League Cup and the FA Cup and then missed out on the other 2. I think those were the 2 windows where we could have spent money like this, not 400 million, but like 200 million plus. But for whatever reason, stuff just didn't materialise. I think now, though, seemingly Arnie Slot can fucking hypnotise a man and just make them want to pick us over anyone on a Zoom call. So that goes a long way, because he all these options suddenly go, yes, I'll go for you. That combined with, I do think there's an element of managerial. Again, this is not me bad mouthing Jurgen Klopp before anyone jumps on it. This manager's a bit different. He's quite happy to cull some people. He's quite happy to let Diaz go. He's quite happy to let Quansah and Kelleher and all that go, if it means he can get who he wants to get in.
Have we just been like collecting money for 4 years or something, or what is it?
Well, for the last 3 windows, we've spent what, 10 million?
I actually checked. Since the last time we won the league up until last summer, we're 11th in spend in the league. We've actually spent less money than Brighton. People don't know this. Like, forget Wolves, forget all of this. We've spent less money than Brighton. Guys, just so people understand, listen, Fireburn, it's not even the super chat section, but I'm going to read it out. I said I will wear the tank top when Isak news is official, and I said I'll wear it on the Tuesday show. I'm a man of my word. Don't worry. Did I not say that, Tom? I said I'm gonna wear it on the Tuesday show.
You did.
Yeah, I said I'm gonna wear it on the Tuesday. Don't worry, you guys. Inshallah, I'll be here Tuesday, 1:15 or 1:30 with Tom and the Coppish boys, and I'll be in my tank top. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. Yeah, why will I run away from a bet of wearing a tank top? Like I'll do that, no problem. So
This
no,
is
you
what
didn't
I'm
hear
saying to you,
Diaz
people.
slander.
he
You heard
wants to win
send
the
the
tank top.
thumbnail. That's what you heard because that's your fucking job. So send the thumbnail and email me the Isak one. Fraud. Anyway, go ahead. So have we just been collecting money for 4 years or what exactly?
To an nth degree, yes. We've spent 10 million quid in the last 3 windows, and when you combine that with the amount of prize money and the amount of revenue that we've got from not only Jurgen Klopp's last season, but also the season that we just had under Arne Slot, it opens the door to options like this. We've always had the money. How many times we sat there and went, we can spend X amount without being worried about FFP or PSR, whatever it is. But I think for the first time, stars have aligned. Players have picked us over others, over other clubs. And the entire hierarchy of the football club has been married on ideas of ambition. We are on course, Husam, to make like 6 first-team signings after winning the league. Like 6 players who realistically, if I was to sit there and go, I'm playing Manchester City on away from home, my lineup will be Alisson, Frimpong, Gahey, Van Dijk, Kerkez, Gravenberch, McAllister, Wirtz, Ekitike, Isak, Salah. That's 6 new players in that starting 11, and you wouldn't bat an eyelid at that lineup. It's incredible. It's incredible. The fact that these players, Florian Wirtz turned down Man City and Bayern, Hugo Ekitike turned down Chelsea and United. Isak has turned down fucking Arsenal and whatever Saudi club wanted them. Have you seen as well? Al Hilal pushing ahead with Nunes. So
yeah, I saw that. I actually got the translation for it. It was a Saudi newspaper, and I actually looked at it and verbatim in Arabic, and I actually sent this to Vel earlier. It says Inzaghi yatlub Nunes, which verbatim translates to Inzaghi wants Nunes. Like it's said in a fashion of demand. So like Inzaghi really likes. I have no idea why Inzaghi likes Nunes. Don't ask me why, but he like him.
I mean, it's just incredible. We won the league last season making no signings. I mean, you both sort of said we had a bit of an annoyance with the Zubimendi thing. Both of us said we'll give them the summer. Like the dating heads, we'll give them the summer. And then all of a sudden, we've rocked up now this summer with a chance to retain. And what do we normally do when it's time to retain? Sit on our hands, dick in our hands, whatever. Watch everyone else run past us, and then we do the whole mountain climbing again. Instead, we're at the top. Everyone's climbing up. We're just going to build an entire fucking new mountain that you got to climb yourself. I was on Top 6 earlier, and I said that a lot of these teams, I think all the teams around have had pretty decent windows, whether it is Arsenal, Chelsea, or Man City. Bar Joao Pedro, I like a lot of Chelsea signings. Arsenal fixed their major problem, added some depth, and City fixed their real problem in midfield. So they've all went from about there to there. They're about there. They're probably about where we were last season, if not ever so slightly ahead. But we, starting from there and adding in Wirtz, Frimpong, Kerkez, Isak, Ekitike, and Gahey, go from there all the way up to fucking there. We are realistically pound for pound on the same level as the PSG and the Real Madrid now. Squad wise, pure squad quality wise, pound for pound level. Pound for pound level. Genuinely, I think people have started to downplay what some of these players in the squad can do. And I think people are underestimating. I know people look at the attack and go, ooh, that's a real big thing. But I think what people are missing sight of or losing sight of is how big Frimpong and Kerkez will be. If I looked at our team last season and I looked at the problem areas, it was fullback. Bradley's good but can't stay fit. Trent didn't give a shit. Robertson was shit and Tsimikas was shit. I've now instead grabbed best young left back in the Premier League last season, chucked him in at left back. I've grabbed best right wing back from the Bundesliga for the last 3 years, chucked him in at right back. And I've got Bradley still there, and I've got Robertson in a reduced role, which should hopefully limit some of the mistakes. I've improved that area, which was costing us goals. Not in the 10. I've been a big defender of Dominic Szoboszlai. He does a lot of hard work and a lot of hard graft for this team that often goes unnoticed.
I think my door opened from all the gas, by the way. That's why the door opened. By the way, make no mistake, please don't think this is on the screen for nothing. Because guess what, Ferguson? Guess what? Number 21 is coming, Alex Ferguson. And you're going to have to witness everything that you built for 30 years get torn down in a period of 6. Never ever say that you kicked Liverpool off the perch, because we're still on the perch and we're going to remain on the perch. All it took us was 5 years and we equaled your league tally, even though we didn't win one for 30. We equaled it in 5 years. 5 years, we're at number 20. Watch Fergie next season when we get number 21. Just watch. Go ahead, Tom.
We'll tell Fergie where he's got to go and watch that number 21 from. Not only number 21 as well, Husam, number 7. Let's just do number 7 on top of it as well.
Oh,
Why
yeah.
not?
Why not? Why not?
If it's on the way, we might as well do it, mightn't we?
Listen, I'll make something clear right now. Liverpool signed Isak. I'm not worried about a single anyone. I'm not worried about that damn club, bro. I don't care if Arsenal signed Rodrigo. I don't care if City signed like anyone.
No, to be fair, I might have a little bit of a ooh against PSG just because of last season and the way they bashed us last season. So initially, I might have a bit of a ooh, and then when Isak puts us 2-0 up in 10 minutes, that'll go. But in the Premier League, I've had Chelsea fans all week going, oh, be scared of the world champions. Ooh, I'm so scared of Robert Sanchez. You know, imagine him, Levi Colwill, and who's the other one? It's not Wesley Fofana because he's always fucking injured. Is it Badiashile? Is Badiashile the centre back? Well, it's going to be Sanchez, Colwill, and Badia fucking Shile trying to defend against Salah, Wirtz, Ekitike and Gakpo, and Isak. Well, they're fucked. They're fucked. And like I said, I think that people... Oh, Chalobah. Because he's so much better than fucking Badiashile. Oh, I'm shaking my boots now. Trevor fucking Chalobah's here. And then I think as well, you know, Husam, in the excitement of everything that's gone on...
You're not worried about Arsenal getting Gyökeres?
Well, they're buying Gyökeres, and do you understand how stupid it is, Sam? They're buying the only striker who doesn't score headed goals and putting him in a system and a team that is designed to cross the fucking ball in.
You're not worried, Tom?
No, I'm not worried.
Are you sure?
I'm sure, mate. I'm sure. No one in this league scares me. No one in this league scares me. Not one. You know what? No, one team does scare me. Nottingham fucking Forest. They scare me because they're little shit houses.
We can't beat them.
No,
well done, man. Great thumbnail. Thank you. So, Tom, now what? Like, what's going like?
That's a deep question, isn't it? Now,
because like we've sent in the bid.
We've
sent. I believe we're gonna send in the bid now. So, do you think he becomes a Liverpool player?
Yeah, I think there's no way back for him at Newcastle now. So I think it's just a case of he comes to us sooner rather than later. I think they get that Sesko deal done, and then they start peddling their stuff of, oh, he was a mercenary, he asked for too much money, he was negative in the dressing room, yada yada yada. I mean, I've seen this fucking script before because my football club have done it. My football club was Newcastle. My football club was losing our best player consistently in Sterling, in Suarez, in Torres, in Coutinho. I know exactly how the script goes when you're at that point in time. They're a mercenary who asked for too much money. The club done everything they could, but they can't compete with some of the financial powers that be. That's what it'll be, and that's how they'll go for it. And you know what? For once, I'm glad to be the financial powers that be.
I actually messaged my Chelsea friend this. I was like, "Yo, I feel how you felt 2 years ago," and I'll be honest with you, it feels fantastic.
Mate,
Like,
I said the other day, I can't go back to the other windows. You know the fucking 30 million quid windows that we had. I can't. They've spoiled me now. They've spoiled me. It's like I've been with some girls before, and then I get with a girl who fucking cooks every meal, cleans the house every day, fucking stunning. I can't go back to the girls I was with before who expect me, who you know, are wanting a 50-50 and everything. Fuck that, no. You've shown me the life now. You've shown me that I can spend 400. You know what? Winning the transfer window was as good as they made out. Oh my god, it's as good as they made out. Fucking hell, I want to win the transfer window every year. It's so good. I took the piss out of teams for celebrating it. Oh my god. It's like the biggest dopamine hit
this
ever.
is how it felt to be a Chelsea fan all along. We're just so unaware of it, bro. Like it's just mad.
This must be even better than how Caicedo felt.
Oh, hell yeah, it's better than how Caicedo felt with Isak. Of course it is.
Because we're taking it from Newcastle. Chelsea just took it from us and he wasn't even our player. But we basically went to Newcastle, grabbed their fucking for emergency only plan, and have now grabbed the fucking only guy left. So they're left with the fucking donkey that is Benjamin Sesko.
The funny part about this is me and you both have been public about how little we rate Benjamin Sesko. That's the thing that makes this hilarious. Like there is actual video evidence of both myself and Tom speaking about how shit we think Sesko is. So this is not a new information. But yeah, listen, the Newcastle fans have all disappeared from the chat. They're all mad and shit. But yeah, I'm genuinely like, I'm just in a state of shock right now. I can't believe we're actually gonna pull this off. And to be honest with you, I want to speak how everything fits together now from a team perspective as well, because I think that's the.
Yeah, I just have one question before that. Then, just before we move on to that topic.
Yes,
I've been saying it today. Is Isak in terms of like the last 3-4 years? Is Isak in like the top 3 players who've played against us in terms of like their performances against us? Because I've got Kvaratskhelia 1. Every time he played against Kvaratskhelia, he's taught us a new one. Every single time without fail. I think Isak's number 2. Because even when they didn't fucking win, he scored. Every game without fail, pretty much, he scored. And he's one of the only guys I've seen cause Van Dijk real problems.
I'd say the other one is probably going to be Vinny, because Vinny always gave us a fucking difficult time.
Konate always handled Vinny, though. It was always Trent who was the fucking problem with Vinny, because he'd never knew how to check a fucking shoulder. But Konate was relatively fine with him.
Konate did incredibly well against Vinny, but Vinny is someone who always just destroyed us, man. Like, And in terms of other players, I would say Kevin De Bruyne.
In the last time, I tell you what though, in the last couple of years, I don't think he necessarily done much against us. I might be wrong, but like last season there wasn't anything. 23-24, the only thing I remember him doing that season was getting bullied by Endo off the pitch at Anfield. 22-23 had a good game at the Etihad, but we beat them at Anfield and they didn't do much. And 21-22, it was 2 deflected goals. Fair
enough,
but I'd never say it was one of them ones sort of. Because Isak,
the year where Nunes scored twice, who scored for Newcastle that day? Gordon, no?
Gordon. But in the second game, Isak scored the equaliser to make it 1-1 at the time.
See how much of a difference a year makes, Tom. A year on, when we were talking about Anthony Gordon, we're talking about, the negative is we might not get Rodrigo. Like that's just how much of a difference a year makes. Let me grab these supers and then we'll carry on with the stream. I want to talk about
Leroy Sané would have been top of the list if I was doing from like 2016. Leroy Sané was genuinely the only player who scared me from that City team. I remember what he did to Joe Gomez.
I think Leroy Sané is the reason why Joe Gomez never played right back under Klopp. Like again,
he only played right back under Klopp in like emergencies. Honestly,
yeah, in emergencies. That's why.
Leroy Sané was so good. That knee injury
he was actually incredibly good. Anyway, let me just grab these supers and I want to talk about how all of these pieces fit together, because I think that's a very interesting conversation. Big up to all of you guys locked in. We have 1,700 people in here. Let me look at the like count. We said 1,000 likes because I told you this is going to be an unbelievable stream. We're at 800 likes. So very good. We've overtaken the 500 like point mark. Let's get to 1,000 likes. All of you, please close the live chat. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel and subscribe to Tom's channel. I'm just 10 subscribers away from 56.3k. And Tom's channel is in the title. I saw a couple of people ask earlier on who's this guy's channel and stuff. It's in the title. It's literally just there. Tom Little with a 1. So go subscribe over to his channel. Subscribe to my channel as well. Like this video. Let's get to 1,000 likes. No way Liverpool are gonna announce Isak and we can't get 1,000 likes. So slap the like button right now.
Come on,
Anyway,
people.
let's go. Let me grab these supers. First of all, dubs in the chat for my guy Josh for dropping in the 100 piece. Big up to you, Josh. Thank you so much, my brother. He says, heard some Newcastle fans are so hand over Isak and go to therapy is what Josh Byrne is saying. Bro, like, listen, the thing I just don't respect, like me, I'm the type of man that even if I hold the L, like I'm here. I don't run away. I hold the L. If someone, if there's like I had an L take, I say I was wrong about something, no problem. All the Newcastle fans have disappeared. And everyone who's been watching me for the last 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks consistently will tell you, bro, it's been mad, bro, how many Newcastle fans are in the chat, but they're nowhere to be found today. Big up to you, Josh. Big up to Muhammad who says, big up, guys. And also to congrats to Husam for a stream. He was aiming. If you know, you know. Guys, I did not want to wear a tank top, but it was just because I thought that I was going to win the bet. So I just wanted to see Callum in a tank top. Like
I didn't want to wear the tank top, but I spent all stream casually flexing. And then when it came to making a bet, I mean, the bet which just means that I've got to put them on show.
I haven't flexed today, please. We have to live in some kind of alternative universe. What's going on this summer? Mito, your guess is as good as mine. I have no idea, bro. I literally have no idea how this is happening. Like, your guess is as good as mine.
Do you reckon Supermendy regrets his fucking decision yet?
He's seen about he wanted a better coach. Yeah, coach the Twins won FA Cup in 5 years. Get the wife beater on Husam Tuesday. Don't worry. I'm a man of my word, guys. Hi to both of you. You have to wait until next transfer window to take some time off Husam. Next window, nothing will happen, is what Mordan is saying.
Next window's in the
transfer window, but it's World Cup anyway. Next season is a World Cup year, and there's going to be World Cup for like, a month at least. So, yeah, we're going to be covering that, inshallah. So, don't worry. Isak not happening. Smoke screen is what Balaji is saying. Smoke screen for who, though?
Smoke screen for what?
Smoke screen for who? If you tell me for who, I'll hear it. Big up to Dan Carlito says, big up Husam. Already bought tickets to the first game. What name should I get on the back of our shiny new Adidas kit? Isak or Wirtz? I think you should get Rio Gomoha's name on the back of your shirt.
I mean, I know a bunch of people are getting Joss's name on it.
Yeah. That actually, yeah. Get Jota on the new shirt. I think that would be an amazing tribute as well. So go for it. Isak on the back of the new green Adidas third kit. Also, people asking Chelsea or PSG to move for him, act like his head wasn't turned because of us. Hey, he wants to join us, bro. He literally wants to join us. So, yeah, it's unbelievable. Here come your bestie. We're nowhere near close to signing Isak. Sesko has to choose Newcastle and Diaz has to leave or else this deal won't happen. Also, that fraud Klopp made us fans believe we couldn't compete and buy the best. Slot is clear. Your response, Tom, because I don't speak to Rare anymore.
He's paid money, I think, fuck's sake. We're nowhere near close to signing Isak except he wants the move. Newcastle have accepted they're going to have to sell. They're pushing ahead for their striker target, whose only option is Manchester United. And we're going to accept the next offer for Diaz, all of which will happen, I reckon, in the next 3-4 days. So we're nowhere near close to signing Isak apart from in 5 days' time. So, and that fraud Klopp, first of all, go fuck yourself. Made us fans believe we couldn't compete and buy the best. I mean, as much as I've had me and Husam had that argument, Jurgen Klopp did want to buy the best at points. He wanted to buy Jude Bellingham, he wanted to buy Chouameni. He wants to buy the best, but like I said earlier, a lot of times in these situations, you need a bit of luck to go your way. And in our case, the luck didn't go our way at points like that. So that is what it is.
Big up to Al Kroboskan, who says, what a time to be a Red. You'll never walk alone. And salam. Salam to you as well. You'll never walk alone, my brother. Red Indian says, waiting on Rodrigo after Isak, an English best centre-back, to join us, smelling that 14-0 versus United. Tom, I saw that smirk on the terrace when I sent this.
I was smirking all day on the terrace. Honestly, I had a wonderful time on that show today.
I bet
Everyone
you
else
did.
moaning about how shit their teams are, and I'm sitting there going, I got Isak.
Ekitike doesn't work at left wing or with Isak as starter. Mbappe as striker destroy the balance. The team profiles that do same things do not work. We'll speak about it now. So don't worry. Becky, big up to Becky for the super chat. She says, Husam, your streams are always the most entertaining. I'm very sick at the moment and you're keeping me going. I appreciate your consistency. Smash a like. 21 soon. First of all, get well soon, Becky. Sorry to hear that you're sick. And thank you for telling everyone to smash the like button as well. I appreciate you. Mental gymnastics reaching Olympic levels by oppositions. Yes. All of a sudden, Isak is injury prone. And Isak is this and Isak is that. Don't worry, we'll do all talking on the pitch. The promised war chest finally it actually got released. The war chest we've been promised for the last 5 years of me doing content. We actually got one. Vida, that is the transfer window from hell, not for us but for the rivals. They're not able to cope with our moves. They're gonna rip apart the league. We're gonna tear the league's ass up, I promise you. Newcastle were fucking around with Liverpool and got found out. Yep. Big up Husam, if we get Isak, I'm FSG in forever. Hey, I hear you. Hamza was doing emergency streams about us, proving Husam's point about fans being disappointed about their own window because of us. Man was gaslighted. Yes, I actually spoke to Martin about it and he actually agreed with me. And he said, listen, the reason why City fans are mad is because Liverpool signed Wirtz and are looking to sign Isak. That's why they're mad. It's not because they actually signed any bad player. Big up to Jay Finn says, Husam, when we work with Mo and Wolfie again, you need to cook them. We try to tell them that Newcastle is nowhere near Liverpool's level, but no Isak want to stay. Fuck off, is what Jay Finn is saying.
You are going to have a wonderful time cooking Mo. Because let's remember, Husam, Newcastle played us.
Yeah, they played us.
They played us.
Don't worry. I got something for Mo. Diaz funded Isak, Nunes funded Rodrigo, rest fund Gehi, is what Rushdie is saying. Yes, Tom Lad, how are we? Big up Husam, Isak, yay, big up Terry Tibbs.
Big up Terry Tibbs.
Big up Terry Tibbs. More like glaucoma 9 is what Mr. Mo was saying first. It's the money from all the extra seats which were allocated towards corporate section. Listen, here's the thing. I promise you that the Anfield extra seats are not the reason why we're going to pay 130 million to Newcastle. They get me. So, yeah, I think it's all the success we've had on the pitch. Arnie's playstyle ensures longer player longevity. I think that Edwards gives Edwards and Hughes more trust, attracts players as well. To be fair, the best time we've had, like as Liverpool fans and transfer windows, was with Edwards and Hughes. Should be a Borat costume, but I don't want to do it. I don't look like Borat at all. 5 million, 113, 65, 62, not a positive net spend. From 21 to last year, also Isak didn't reject Arsenal. Check before you speak. Literally 4 months ago, there were articles talking about Isak to Arsenal.
Sure, he didn't.
If you want to say Zubimendi rejected Liverpool because of a year ago, I can say Isak rejected Arsenal because of 4 months ago. Big up to Becco says, so Trent ran away in Real Madrid. He was thinking a Galactico he was joining, but Slot decided to cook a new Galactico. I promise you, we built a new Galacticos as well.
I so want to play Madrid this year. I so want to play Real Madrid this year.
Same, but I want it to be knockout stages. I beg you, Liverpool, if you sell Diaz, please buy Kvaratskhelia. He won everything in PSG. Please buy my boy, 2 Georgians, so Kvaratskhelia, Salah, Bertson in front of Brother, that would be unfair.
That is the greed they speak of in the Bible. We can't make it that unfair for everyone.
Yeah, we can. That's going to be completely unfair.
But by the way, if we got Isak, they'd like, and we tried to get Kvaratskhelia, they'd like David Stern. They'd veto the move for Kvaratskhelia.
Yeah, like the CP3 one.
That's too unfair for people.
That's too much. That can't happen. Do we put Newcastle on suicide watch and take Anthony Gordon as backup?
No. We'll let them keep Claire Bolton.
If you had to pick between Rodrigo and Isak, for me, I think he means Rodrigo. Who are you picking, Tom?
Isak.
When I asked the question on the Friday show last week, I was the only one who said Isak and Fofana instead of Rodrigo and Ekitike. I never forget.
Yeah, but
now we have both. It's even crazier.
You didn't give me the option to go Ekitike and Isak. I don't think I would have went for it, but still, I just think that in that situation where you're asking me Rodrigo or Isak, I still have a good left winger in Gakpo. I think that's what has been lost in this thing. I still have a starting level left winger in Gakpo. So I want the genuine world-class number 9 who can get me 25, 30 goals a season, because that's the biggest difference maker for us. And it takes a lot of pressure off Hugo Ekitike's shoulders as well.
Took Newcastle's side chick and now slapping the wife's butt. That's, you want to know something? That's haram, but that's legitimately what we did right there. Ask Mo if Newcastle played us. Oh, don't worry, I'm gonna cook Mo's ass. I promise you, whether it be on Straight Facts or on Ahwa. You see the Ahwa Sunday stream, all timer. Send the 5 million for Bruno Guimaraes just to take the piss. No, we have to maintain great relationship for when we want to sign Lewis Smiley 2 years from now. Big up to Mustafa, who says, "Where's all the Newcastle fans hiding?" All of the ones who are just chatting shit to me in the chat for the last month have nowhere to be found. Indy versus Luke Edwards, and Indy won. Crazy times. You know what's mad? Imagine I'm Indy, Kyla. How would you guys feel about that? Imagine.
Can I just say, this whole Indy Carly versus Luke Edwards situation might well be the best thing I've seen on Twitter in the past 2 weeks.
Bro, I'll be honest with you. Indy
It's
is winning
so
the hearts and souls of everyone. Like, you know, Indy Kyla used to, and Tom will know this, from 4 years ago, bro, he used to get mocked all the time, bro. Like, if anyone said, you want to know when you wanted to mock someone, you used to say, "Who's your source?" Indy Kyla. Like people used to say that, and now he just dunked on the respect to Indy, man. Respect, big up Indy Kyla, man.
It was just every single step of this saga. Indy would say one thing, Luke Edwards would say another, and Indy would be fucking right.
Indy would be right on everything. Yep.
And then it got to the point where Indy made a comment to him and went, "Oh, where can I read your article that you're releasing tomorrow?" And Luke Edwards was dead snarky about it, and Indy just fucking took the piss out of him.
That's the greatest face turn ever. That's like the Rock face turn right there.
Fucking love Indy. Indy is amazing.
Kyla's a legend now. Arsenal fans on Twitter were saying, "Cancel Juak medical outside." It's like, now, I walked into a space. I wish I could just get the fucking name of the space, bro. I got a notification because Mo Arsenal was speaking in it. The title of the space, oh man, it was just here right now and it disappeared. I think the title of the space was like, "We gave up on Jokeras to sign the Portuguese something something." It was a whole space, and it was literally like the entirety of the Arsenal fan base in that space. It was mad, bro. It was mad. The transfer market chess that Edwards and Hughes have played since Klopp left is ridiculously efficient, legal, and rivals can't cope because there's no loopholes. Hashtag you never walk alone. Facts.
I mean, this is something he's speaking to.
And by the way, I actually appreciate Mo Arsenal speaking up for him coming out and saying Liverpool actually did it the right way. Like it's not like we've had like money injected or pumped or something. We've done everything by the books. We haven't sold like, you know, the women's team or some shit.
No, what people need to remember with us is that this is the first summer where we've got a full year of revenue behind us. So we got a full year of the full 61k of Anfield, because the year that it you know, what's it called, opened, it wasn't open for the whole year. And also, I'm pretty sure this is the first year where we haven't got any overhead costs to pay in terms of renovation. So we did up the whole training ground. We had to pay that off over a while. You don't renovate a fucking stadium for cheap, and we've done that twice.
Yeah.
So I think this was the first summer, and it's noticeable. I doubt many people read it, but Billy Hogan did an interview a month or two ago, and he mentioned there's no real plans to renovate Anfield again at this point. It'll happen later on down the line. That to me suggests that for the next 2-3 years, money will be going into club, into budget, rather than into club, but we've got to get X amount to pay off, and then into budget, and then what you get left in the budget isn't as much.
Oh, scary! Oh, shiver my timbers! Shut up, man!
Sorry,
can we play the Ray song,
doing that celebration?
Yeah.
Can we play the Ray? Let's be honest. That is not compared to a bit of that.
Hey!
Speaking from experience, when your team concedes a goal in a cup final to make it 2-0, and you see the opposition striker looking at your centre back and going, that hurts more than watching someone go.
I promise you it does. Yeah, I promise you.
That hurts more. That rattles you more.
The Ray song, Our Pleasure. 2-minute ad break, like and subscribe, and then we're going to talk about how they fit them together. I'm not going to play the whole thing.
Riding in the stream, acting all fly, flexing in the the chat trying to catch a night. Super chats dropping contradiction king. 1 minute go Reds, next Arsenal's a thing. Talks loud, got no real plan. Thinking he's slick with a riz that don't land. 2 girls on screen and man, flawless chin on cam. Ryan saw a shot and went bam. Those 2 girls looking 16 out of 10. That's what he said, and silence hit again. No laughs, no love, just digital frost. Even the mic went dead like that boy just flopped. Ryan the Rizzer, dead on arrival, dropped 16-10, now facing survival. Chat ain't clapping, host looks stiff, whole stream paused like he pled the fifth.
Get cake, snakes get slithery. Lean in, show y'all the meaning of chivalry. Rap ruler, you can ask Buddha. Right jab like Zab Judah. Every member on my team is a shooter. Night like a room, no room for him shooter.
I love that slot dance right there. Anyway, big up to all the super chatters. Big up to all of you guys. You guys are all absolute legends. Let's get to 1,000 likes. I don't even know how many likes we're on. Let me just check quickly. We have to be at 1,000 likes. I said from the start, we're going to be greedy. If FSG can spend money, you can hit the like button for free. We're just 50 likes away from 1,000 likes. Let's get to 1,000 likes, and I won't bring up the like button again till the end of the stream. Every single one of you, close the live chat and hit the like button right now. So, Thomas, the interesting topic now is, how will they fit in together? Okay? And I personally think, and I'll just give one brief statement, Ekitike is holding bench. What do you think?
I wouldn't say holding bench. I'd say Hugo Ekitike is now playing multiple positions rather than being the starter in one.
Your mic is a bit low suddenly. I don't know why. It was cool all stream. Try to increase the volume a little bit and we should be good.
Let's hope that's better. I think it'll just be a case of Hugo Ekitike will be up top in certain games and on the left wing in certain games. I think that's how it'll be. I don't think he's going to be the starter anymore. I think that's obvious. I think he's got more of a chance of rotating with Gakpo because I think that they're similar, but they offer slightly different things. And I think as well, I think something that people aren't necessarily looking at with it is, I know that a lot of the whole thing about Hugo Ekitike has been his baby Isak, but I haven't seen it. I've said now since we signed him, I haven't seen him as baby Isak. I've seen him as more of a Bobby Firmino, Benzema type. In that case, he gives you a different dynamic up top. So it's going to sound mad, this. If I'm up against a team which is pressing me really high and stuff, or you know, Isak, you know, I just look at the situation, or Isak looks at the situation and goes, it's not really an Isak game. You can play Ekitike in the as a false 9 type. If you want to have more control.
That 4-4-2 won't happen, please.
4-4-2 needs to happen for one game and one game only, purely out of spite. Outside of that, we're not going to run.
Take the piss, but you know,
yeah, we're not going to play a 4-4-2.
Thank you.
No top team plays 4-4-2. We're going to play a 4-2-3-1 in a certain way. Personally, I'm going to do a full stream on it where I go into how I think it'll work. But I think what you'll see is almost like a massive, a bit of a gap sort of in the middle. So Wirtz, Ekitike, if Ekitike is starting, Wirtz, Ekitike, and Isak all naturally go left side and have their nice little interplay there. And then you'll have Salah on the right on his own, pretty much. So he can size up a fullback and have all the space he wants. With whoever's at right back, whether it's Frimpong or Bradley, making that inside run, you know, that inside run that you make in between the fullback and centre back in behind. I think that'll be what it's like there. And what you'll have then is a dynamic where you can go down the left and Salah can basically wait at the back post to be a poacher. Or you can go down the right where Salah is the older creator, very much akin to what we did last season. So I think you have a bit of versatility there. And also you can just play it simply and have Ekitike on the bench. At the end of the day, he's 22. I think there's an element of him which will understand that, look, Alexander Isak's the main guy. I got a whole bench behind him. And so the guys that are saying Rio and Gamoa, Rio isn't even
16.
He isn't even a professional yet. He hasn't signed a professional contract. Just because Lamine Yamal in a fucking financially crippled Barcelona played a lot doesn't mean we should now do the same thing with Rio Ngamawa. The lad's 17 and he's not even a professional yet. Let's take all that fucking pressure off him and let him go make his debut for the under-21s.
I'll tell you exactly why 4-4-2 doesn't work, honestly. The reason why 4-4-2 doesn't work is because Salah is not going to play right midfield. You need to understand, everyone needs to respect something. Everyone's so happy that we signed Isak. Everyone's happy we signed Ekitike, Wirtz, rightfully so. Salah is still the best player in the entirety of the league and the best player at Liverpool Football Club. Make no mistake, he literally is still our best player. The thing that you guys need to understand is the following. With Mo, he's not going to play right midfield and track back with Frimpong as the right back. That just doesn't happen. The reason why that does not happen, and the reason why that's just from a tactical perspective not going to happen, if we played 4-4-2 genuinely, we'd concede like 300 goals next season. Because you're asking Mo to track back. And that's something that even Slot himself and Mo himself has spoken about publicly. That Slot came to him and said, don't track back. Now, the thing that I want to explain is the following. We have to be honest about this situation. Ekitike is going to be the second option, not the first. Now, because there's plenty of football and because of Isak having some form of injury record, I think it's gonna be honest and say we can't expect Isak to go from playing 40 plus games for Newcastle to all of a sudden playing like 60, 70 games. So of course you need to rest here and there. I'm gonna give you genuine scenarios that are gonna happen this season. Who's in pot 4 as an example? Let's just, you know what? Let's not even give specifics. Imagine Steaua Bucharest are in pot 4 in the Champions League, right? If Liverpool are playing Steaua Bucharest at Anfield, I don't need Isak. It's okay, Ekitike, you can have this game. You can play in this game. Because guess what? I don't need Isak to beat Steaua Bucharest. Isak rest because I need you on the weekend. Another example. You want to play with both Ekitike and Isak at the same time and with Wirtz and Salah? Okay. If we're playing Burnley at home, no problem, do it. If we're playing Leeds at home, do it. If we're playing any of these guys at home or even away from home, no problem. We can do it and we can win. The problem that I have is we cannot do this whole formation the whole way throughout. You can't do it away at Atletico or at home. You can't do it versus Madrid. You can't do it versus Bayern versus the elite sides. If you did it versus PSG, you'd get destroyed on the counterattacks. Literally destroyed. So here's the thing. The thing that separates the English Premier League is, and one of the reasons why it's the best league in the world, is that because other than attacking, people need to deep something. You also need to defend. Like, keep this in mind, ladies and gentlemen. We also need to defend. And
4-4-2 is not a good defensive shape nowadays.
Yeah, and unless you want to know how we can play both together, no problem. I'll tell you how you can play both together. Bench Salah. Play a 4-4-2 diamond. Play Szoboszlai RCM. Make him do the tracking back. That's how they can play both together. But that's not going to happen. And if you want to bench Mo, then you're doing something completely wrong. Because you can't bench the best player in the league. That's why I'm being very objective about this. Listen, at the end of the day, what Tom said is true. Look, Isak this season, if let's say Liverpool won everything, right? Let's say Liverpool won every single trophy this season. Isak is going to play 40 to 45 games. Ekitike is going to play 30 games, something like this. So everyone's going to get game time. So the problem here, the argument here isn't the game time. Everyone's going to get the game time. And never forget, there's also injuries. There's also stuff like this. Like, keep that in mind. Also, remember, mid-season, there's this tournament called the African Cup of Nations. Now, if Mo's gone in the African Cup of Nations and you want to go 4-4-2 diamond, Szoboszlai RCM, McAllister LCM, Gravenberg as the DM, and Wirtz at the head of that with Ekitike and Isak, you can do that. No problem. You can do that. That's something that you can do. I hold my hands up. But with Mo in the side, it is impossible to do with both. It's impossible to do with all three. That's the thing that I want to every single one of you to understand. It's impossible to do with all three. So that's why we have to accept, and it's okay to accept this, because literally, like, all the elite clubs have done this. Yes, we have bought a £70 million bench player. We have. and he's gonna get a lot of game time. Like I said, there are some like very plausible scenario. Sunday, Leeds at Anfield. Wednesday, Real Madrid at the Bernabeu. Ekitike, you start against Leeds. Isak, you start against Madrid. Easy. And guess what? If Isak is having a bad game against Madrid, bring on Ekitike. He'll make the difference. He'd have confidence from what he did against Leeds, as an example. That's why I'm saying we can't be in a position where we're seriously talking about a 4-4-2 because we mocked Newcastle for the 4-4-2 idea. It just can't happen because they're very similar. They both drift towards the left. They both have incredible technical ability, so it doesn't work. That's why it doesn't work. And actually now, more than anything, we need Konate to stay and we need sign Mark Gahey. Very important now to sign Mark Gahey because center backs need to be rotated too. Now, the one thing Tom said that's very interesting, which is this could actually now prolong Mo's career. Because guess who also can rest now? Mo. Have you guys deeped this actually? Have you deeped this concept? You see that same Leeds scenario that I gave to all of you? We can rest Mo against Leeds and actually play both of them together. We can. And then give Mo the last 20 minutes so he has some form of fitness for the Madrid game, as an example. You get what I'm saying? So there's a lot of games of football to play. And to be honest with you, look, if we sign Isak, Gahey, and let's say we end the window with Malik Fofana, right? Or whatever. Like, I don't personally think we're going to sign Fofana. I think it's going to be Isak and Gahey. And if not Isak and Gahey, then it's going to be a completely different thing. If we end with Isak and Gahey, I think the depth options are completely obvious. The starting three are Mo, Isak, and Cody. The left wing backup, whether we like it or not, is going to be Gomoa. The striker backup is going to be Ekitike. And the right wing backup, once again, is either going to be Harvey Elliott or Ben Doak. That's it. That's me being completely honest and objective about this. And in rare, scenarios where Salah gets injured, God forbid, or something, you could play Frimpong over there with Bradley right back. You could do that if you wanted. But that's genuine. I'm just trying to be objective about this, you guys. I just don't see a world in which Ekitike and Isak play together. And if they do play together, then I'll hold my hand up and say I was wrong. Fair enough. But yeah, that's what I'll say.
Well, even when you're saying bench player, it's rotation. It's not bench, it's rotation. Liverpool Football Club need 5 top attackers. Every top team has 5 attackers. Look at PSG, who just won the fucking Champions League. Doué, Dembele, Kvaratskhelia, Barcola, Gonzalo Ramos. 5 attackers for 3 positions. But guess what? They're not throwing the toys out the pram. Because you want to understand footballers' mindsets. If we're winning Premier Leagues and we're winning Champions Leagues, and Hugh Ekitike is starting 25 to 30 games a season for the next 2 years, he's not going to sit there and throw that away to start 35 games somewhere else.
Yeah.
Footballers want to win. If we are the best winning project there is, players will stay. Bradley Barcola was benched for that Champions League final, and yet he's willing to sign a new deal.
Yeah.
And surely he wouldn't want it because he was on the fucking bench. You can't have players like that on the bench. Guess what? You fucking can. Because we've got to be brutally honest as well. Alexander Isak likes an injury. I know this one isn't real, but he does get real injuries. So we need a guy who can come in and the level doesn't drop off. That's all it is. And that's why I'm saying that I wouldn't be shocked if instead of... Ideally, it'd be a Rodrigo, because Rodrigo is the perfect winger. But I wouldn't be shocked if it's a Malik Fofana that comes in. Because it's a guy who can play on the right number.
You probably need to put the Rodrigo thing in the bag. I can't lie to you.
How good would it be, though, Husam? How much piss would we boil if we had a Rodrigo on top of all this?
Rodrigo, Isak, and Salah. I'm going to say we're going to win the quad, like, genuinely. Genuinely. That would be not fair. That would be not fair.
Rivals would fucking despise us.
It actually feels wrong of me saying I don't think it will happen anymore, based off of what's been going on. I think we're in agreement in terms of Ekitike. The only thing, listen, Ekitike playing left wing It might happen here and there, but we're not gonna stick LeBron James height at left wing. Like it just.
I'll be honest though, I can see it working. I can not in the way that we play a winger though. So I wouldn't be shocked if he starts out on the left, but in the game you'll see him drift in the middle and Wirtz go out there, or Isak drops in and Ekitike runs in.
Yeah, but then you'd leave a hole in the middle.
Where?
The number 10 position, like the hole in front of McAllister and Gravenberch, and then you could stop McAllister from being a bit more further forward as well.
In a sense, yes, but I also think it's just a case of when you've got smart footballers. I think people need to realize that smart footballers can just cover these.
You want to know how this works? Actually, funnily enough, and I know we're not going to do this now because we have 2 right backs. Is if we inverted Szoboszlai.
I mean, you can invert Bradley.
You remember how crazy people thought I was when I said Szoboszlai right back? You see how Klopp played him against Stoke right back?
It's still not a long-term solution, but I get
if you invert Szoboszlai, you create that 3 in midfield you can defend.
I don't think Liverpool want to create 3 in midfield, though.
Fair.
I think they want a 2 in midfield.
No, I'm not saying we do it now. I'm saying just as an example. Fair.
No, but I think Arne Slott's plan is to only have 2 in midfield. I think right now the plan is Kerkez stays back as an auxiliary centre back for the most part, and then he'll make a late run forwards. Frimpong or Bradley gets fucking right high up, and you have your back 3 with the 2 centre backs and Kerkez, and then McAllister and Gravenberch sat in front. And the only guy somewhat near it is Wirtz occasionally dropping in to pick up the ball and then move on. That's it really. That's really all I see. I don't see it being a case of wanting to have 3 midfielders in there at a point. Because I even think if it was a case where, okay, we're going to push Kerkez up as well, how are we going to get and we'll keep a midfielder back? I think he'd sooner put Gravenberch at centre back at a point. I think you need 3 centre backs in build up, because if you lose the ball early on, you need a back 3. Because a back 3 is the absolute minimum to defend. We can't be putting ourselves in situations where we're defending with a back 2. That was what we were doing the last couple of years of Klopp, and it kills you. So I think that the plan will always be to have a back 3. And that in turn means if you want to have 5 attackers, which is what you kind of need now against all these top teams.
Why do we have to go to St. James's Park game week 2? I hate the fact that we have to do it.
I love it, mate.
I'd rather we play them at Anfield game week 2 and then play them at St. James's like later in the season.
No. It needs to happen at their ground. It needs to happen.
No, if we do sign him, he's gonna score against them. Like me and you both know this.
Mm-hmm. It needs to happen. You know what?
Know that St. James's Park is gonna boo the shit out of him as well.
It needs to happen at that ground, because what it'll be, he'll start. They'll boo him when he touches the ball. He'll score a goal, and instead of being like, it'll be a case of that to them fans.
He's not gonna celebrate. He's probably gonna do this. Me and you.
If they boo him, I wouldn't be shocked.
If he does this to Sven Botman, his former teammate, come on.
Looks at Nick Pope in goal and goes, fuck off. I had to play with that.
Oh my God, man. We actually have a decent record at St. James's Park as well. Like, we're not one of the... Because, like, Arsenal have a horrible record over there. Chelsea have a horrible record over there. Those 2 clubs have a horrible record at St. James's.
We normally do all right at St. James's Park.
Yeah, we actually have a decent record over there, bro. If Isak scores and does this, bro... I don't know if they can escort him safely out of that city. Like,
I need Isak to bag. I need Isak to bag to him. And then before he gets the hat-trick, he comes off. And Ekitike comes on and bags as well.
You're evil. You're actually
mate, there's been a guy, right? There's been a guy who has been DMing me non-stop since April 12th. Anytime there was a bit of Newcastle news about Alexander Isak staying, he would DM me and and laugh at me and say, "Ha, you're wrong. Ha, you're this, you're that. Ha." All these posts. All these things, and I haven't got a message off him in the last 2 days.
You haven't?
No, he hasn't. He hasn't
messaged me. The Newcastle fans were in my chat and literally just disappeared.
The best part was, the best message I got off him was his second to last one. You know, when the story came out of his agent doing an interview with the Saudi journalist about how we're going to find out the future very soon, he thought it was about an Isak contract renewal. He thought Isak was going to stay. He thought Isak was going to stay. Oh.
I don't think there is a here we go that's going to hit like crack as much as this one.
Oh, mate, it will. No, that's a lie. Florian Wirtz, here we go, was like, because you know what? The Isak one is big, but it's not the first big one. The Florian Wirtz one was like a fuck, it's happening.
I disagree with you. I think this will have a much bigger impact in terms of like, even if you see like all the rival fans and shit, all their tweets, they're just like completely shitting it, to be honest with you.
Oh, they're
I
terrified.
disagree with you because I just think we're in a position now where, shout out to Stevie G, of course. He said we're fix the roof and the sun is shining. We're fixing the roof and the sun is shining. And you haven't done that before.
Genuine question, Husam. I broke down the squad earlier from last season and looked at the weak points. What were the 3 weak points in the squad last season for you in terms of positions?
Weak points.
So like the 3 positions that should probably underperform the most.
Striker, left back. And to me, I even said it at the start of the window before the Wirtz thing came out, was number 10.
You said 10. I said right back. I thought Trent wasn't, after the first 2 months, was a bit shit and Bradley wasn't fit enough. Now, what positions have we signed this window? A left back, a right back, a 10, and 2 strikers. So which now, I'll ask you again, what is the weak point in this team?
No, only centre back.
But if we add Gahey to that, that's 3 top centre backs and Joe Gomez.
No, of course. If we add Gahey, then khalas, there is no weakness.
There's none.
You know how that stat thing on Twitter goes like, this player has no significant weaknesses?
There's no significant weakness in our team.
Club has no significant weaknesses.
The only one you could look at is DM. That's the only one you could look at because Gravenberch and Endo, some people argue it's not the best. And maybe left wing if you want to go, Ekitike is not a left wing and you only have Gakpo there and this, that, and the other. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's much better than what I had last year, where I had the starting problem at left back, I had a starting problem at right back, and I had a 10 who was good but output was lacking. I had 2 strikers who weren't great for the most part when they played, to the point where we had to play a left winger up top. I have now addressed them problem areas like you wouldn't believe.
My trust for the midfield is not even in Gravenberch. It's in McAllister. Because here's the thing. McAllister has went like literally like this. Like from when he first started at Liverpool till today, he's literally went like this. Like it's been such like an upward like trajectory for McAllister. And me and you have had arguments with a lot of people, including Ray and many others, where I like no one, and I'm not even taking credit for this. I genuinely say it, and people in the chat will probably vouch. No Liverpool YouTuber in the entirety of the app defended McAllister as much as I did. I was I know you agreed with him, but I'm saying like I was literally frontline, like so much McAllister FC because I just trust him so much because he just had so much fundamental.
Me and you and McAllister was like one of the only things we agreed on in the 23.
I actually said it this season. I think McAllister is world class now.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah. Do you remember at the start of the season, about October, when we were doing it was the first show we did with Cal, and it was we were talking about the midfield, and everyone was telling us McAllister's been shit to start the season, and me and you both sat there and went, no, he's not. He's been just as good. But the surprise of Gravenberch being as good as he is has fucked your mind up. McAllister was consistently great all season, as he was consistently great after November all last season.
Yeah, I agree.
I have had from November 2023 to August 2025 consistent greatness from Alexis McAllister.
Yeah.
He is a joke of a footballer. And I think as well, Dominic Szoboszlai will actually be very important next year in terms of the positions that he can play and what he can do. So let's say we need to rest Gravenberch. I reckon Arnie start to put Szoboszlai in midfield alongside McAllister because his engine and his physicality means that you can get away with having McAllister in a slightly deeper role. I think Szoboszlai is going to be very important next year. I think the whole squad's going to be really good next year. I think we're going to win the fucking lot, Sam. That's basically it. I'm just saying we've got a squad that's going to win the fucking lot.
You want to know what's something that I genuinely want to do badly? We're the only club in the entirety of the continent that's mocked for not winning a quad. I want us to win the quad now. And if not, hear this. I want us to win the treble. FA Cup, Prem, Champs. Because that's the one thing that United fans always go to, like, oh, have you won the treble though? Yeah, we have one. Now there is nothing you can say. That's the one thing I want. Like, I want us to like try for the Carabao Cup in it, but like if it doesn't happen, it's okay. I want us to go FA Cup like real hard. Go for it.
You know what I want? I'd love us to go invincible.
You want us to go invincible?
I'd love that more than anything. I'd love that more than
Imagine we go like invincible Centurion treble winners.
I don't even need it. I'd be quite happy if it was an even worse Invincibles than Arsenal's one. Because that apparently doesn't matter how you do it as long as you go invincible.
Imagine like we win 30 games, we draw 8. 98 points, league champs.
Oh, it'd be fucking beautiful.
Swear to God. Actually, make it win 31 and then draw 7 so we can get to 100 points as well.
No, because
Invincible Centurions.
You can't do everything in year one. So we need to pick and choose what we're gonna. Year one's a bit of a feed of the year. We're not going to do everything year one. So year one, I'll just settle for invincible. Year 2, I want quad. we had Adam Wharton in. We keep Ibu Konate, quad.
You know what's crazy? Morton actually made a good point. There's actually no need for us to talk about any transfers next summer. Genuinely.
No. I think the only one you need to talk about is a DM because you'll need to replace Endo.
Yeah, if you sell Endo, you go buy someone.
And you might need a backup left back.
Yeah, like you buy like Idris Gana Gay or something to be your closer now. You know, like, what the...
I mean, no one knows. We just buy the best fucking closer in class apparently because that's what we do now.
Hey, if we have like, you know, or maybe sign a centre back because Gomez leaves. That's it, I guess.
Yeah, you're not going to be making first team signings in that sense. I don't think you'll be buying many players, if any. You won't be buying many, if any, who go straight into the starting 11.
Bro, we're cooking at such a crazy level. Anyway,
do you remember Husam? Do you remember Husam 3 years ago when we were on a stream when Arthur fucking Mello was joining on deadline day? We were trying to make that seem like a good thing.
Mello, yeah.
How fucking good does this feel now?
Bro, it feels fucking abnormal. The reason why it feels abnormal and crazy is because, like, I don't think the most positive Liverpool fan in the planet could have predicted this. Like, if you sat down with the most positive Liverpool fan in the universe and he said, okay, Husam, we're going to sign Frimpong, Karkas, Wirtz, Gay, Isak, and Ekitike. Me and you both would have looked at him straight in the face and just laughed.
I think you would have kicked him off stream. If it was a call-in show and he said that, I think you would have kicked him off stream and on to the next one.
Fact. I would literally just laugh. So, yeah. But it's happening. To be honest, in a strategic way, where Salah is a little old, which one would you prefer, Kvara or Isak, if we had the chance last transfer window?
What, in January?
Listen, Becca, my love for Kvaratskhelia and even Tom's love for Kvaratskhelia is well documented. But for me to claim that I would take Kvara over Isak, I'd be lying. So I'm choosing Isak over Kvara.
I've had decent left wingers. I had Nunes. It was either Kvaratskhelia to replace me decent left wingers, which would have been an upgrade, or Alexander Isak to replace Darwin fucking Nunes. That's about as big an upgrade as you can get. It's all any situation where you offer me X player in Isak, I'm picking Isak because of just how big an upgrade it is on the current position that we've got.
Big up to JB who says little Alexander's shirt might actually be happening. Alexander, his dad, JB, is a Leicester fan. I keep telling him Alexander's going to be future Liverpool captain, and now he's embracing it. Like, Alexander's fully going to be a Liverpool fan, wearing red and everything. I'm doing a lot of good for the Liverpool community. Let's go. Future Liverpool captain. Big up to you, JB. I'll have Isak 47 over Glock 9. Oh my God. If Isak wears number 47 and his nickname is AK-47, I doubt he will, though.
Isak will wear 9.
Yeah, 9.
Or 14. He'll wear 9 or 14. And Ekitike will probably take the other one.
That's why, by the way, I think they haven't given out numbers yet because Diaz wears 7.
They haven't technically they haven't given out numbers yet because the new kit deal hasn't started and they can't give out.
Yeah,
they're not going to give out the new numbers.
That's not the only reason. I'm saying, look, Isak, Wirtz, and to be fair, even Ekitike would all need like special numbers. You know, you can't just give them random numbers.
I mean, all the signings kind of need new decent numbers. I'm not exactly rocking with Milos Kerkez's number 56.
Yeah. Listen. Wirtz 7, Isak 9, Ekitike 14. Let's go.
I'm trying to think what other numbers would be left. You're probably going to have 19 because Elliot will go. Frimpong's taking 30. I think 19's a Kerkez's number.
You don't know what
we don't really have a low number. What?
You know what I said? Isak
No,
66. That would be the most shithouse, unbelievable move we've done ever. If we go Isak 66, bro, mad.
No, you know what? No, we shouldn't 66 actually. But you know, in this period where they've got to wear a bollocks number anyway, that's when he should have got it. We should have given him something 66 and just say, one of the only numbers available.
It's the only number. Hey, that would be amazing. We are going to make these signings without worrying about crazy debt. That's why I prefer FSG's model. We waited, now we pounce. And then he says, watch Ekitike play left wing. Listen, I'm not denying he could play there, but I just don't see him playing there type thing. Like, you know, unless there's like 3-4 inversions and shit, and there's players like in multiple different positions and yada, yada, yada. Like, I just don't see it, bro. I just genuinely just don't see it. If you say it, fair enough. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I don't personally see it. Newcastle, just remember, it didn't have to be this way. You had a choice, Ekitike or Isak. You chose wrong, and now you get Darwin Núñez, the sequel. And you want to know something? What makes this hilarious? Genuinely, the fact that I'm working with Tom tonight, and me and him both have completely agreed on the fact that Sesko's fucking shit. It just makes it so much more hilarious, bro. Like, he's actually bullcrap, and they're getting a bullcrap player, bro. It's mad. It's mad. You don't know how you know he's bullcrap? He's a forward that Arteta liked. Anyway, on that note, guys, we're going to wrap up the stream here. Make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel if you're yet to do so. Everyone, please hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're yet to do so. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Keep getting stuck in the chat. Keep letting me know your opinions. Keep getting involved. This is an all-timer stream. I absolutely love doing this for you guys, man. And, you know, who shall we raid? Let's raid. Say that again.
Any Newcastle fans, so we can just all type Isak in the chat.
I don't think there's a Newcastle fan that's live, or at least that I know of. So, who shall we raid? Let's raid Northside because he's already miserable about his club. So we'll raid Northside. This is what I want you to do, chat. Isak raid. Right there. Just copy paste this and literally just spam it in Northside's chat. Isak raid right there. Tom Little's channel is in the title, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of you have asked where his channel is. It's in the title. So just click show more and it's in the title. Click on it and go subscribe to my brother's channel. He's gonna upload content soon. Anyway, Tom, thank you so much for joining. This was very enjoyable. I'm going to be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. inshallah in the morning. And then I've got 11 p.m. Liverpool show. So it's Liverpool and then Liverpool and then Liverpool. And if we have any breaking news, we're going to drop a bomba stream. So
and we got Coppish tomorrow.
And we got Coppish stream as well.
Although I am only there for 45 minutes.
Depends when they confirm the time. They could say
they still haven't fucking confirmed anything yet.
Yeah, they haven't said the time or anything. Yeah, welcome to Coppish. Oh, wow. Well done. Thank you for subscribing. Big up. Big up. Subscribe to Tom's channel, man. Isak raid. I'm going to go say it in his chat as well. And I'm see you guys tomorrow, inshallah. Peace out.